And with that, I say hello and welcome to F1 2020 and our little Nico Hülkenberg championship / career mode season 1. Right now, we are driving as Nico Hülkenberg and for the Racing Point F1 team, with our teammate being Sergio Perez. Looking at the R&D where our car is, we have the third fastest car on paper, so let's capitalize on that. Quick look at the schedule we'll be running here. Sergio Perez being our teammate, the Mexican, in that number 11 car. We are running a 16 race schedule, starting today at the Australian Grand Prix, Bahrain, China, Netherlands, Spain, Monaco, Canada, Austria, Great Britain, Hungary, Belgium, Italy, Japan, the United States, and Mexico and Brazil rounding out that schedule. I'm not the biggest fan of some tracks, neither driving them in game, and so especially I'm not a big fan of Hanoi and Sochi, so I just figured, you know what, let's just condense it to 16 to get through this a little bit quicker. And now let's qualify for this Australian Grand Prix. 3 sessions. I might change it to the 1 session qualifying. There we are, sitting in the car, the Hulk. I might change it to a single 18-minute session in qualifying. We're going to do 3 sessions right now, 50% race distance, and we're just going to go on a medium tire here right now. I think that should be plenty to get us through Q1. We get the third fastest car, so yeah. See you when I complete the first lap here, and probably the only lap in Q1. Definitely left some time on the table in the first sector. By the way, if you're wondering what AI difficulty I'm using, it's 101. I'm using assist like the racing line and traction control just because I'm a shit driver. And we're going to cross the line. Lewis Hamilton set the pace with a 121. That's 4th quickest. Which, yeah, I think that should be enough to get us through to Q2. Nothing to worry about. Probably going to do a one and done in Q2 too. Both Hasses, the Alfa Romeo of Antonio Giovinazzi, both Williams drivers, are out. And George Russell, for the first time in his Formula 1 career, gets out-qualified by a teammate, Nicholas Latifi. The rookie in his first start manages that. On the soft compound tires now. Ooh, a little wide on the exit. It's going to probably compromise the start to our lap a little bit. But let's set a time 10th fastest or quicker here in Q2. And get on through to Q3. I mean, we were quick on the softs, on the mediums, excuse me. So, I'm fairly certain we should set a good time here as well. And get comfortably through. Just ran the fastest time in Sector 2. Showing good pace. And rounding the final corner. See where we can place ourselves. Valtteri Bottas matches his teammate's fastest time from Q1. We go 2nd fastest. 10th and a half off of Valtteri Bottas. And that brings Q2 to an end. We split the 2 Red Bulls. 3rd quickest. My teammate Sergio Perez gets eliminated from qualifying, starts 12th tomorrow. We get Sebastian Vettel, fellow German, eliminated, as well as Esteban Ocon, Daniel Kvyat, and Kimi Räikkönen. And now I'm just going to show you the quickest lap I'm going to set in Q3. A 120.4, that's the time to beat here to qualify on pole position. I want to go out when the track is empty. Which we're able to do. Oh, we got some traffic out just ahead. Of the Red Bulls. We should be able to go past him fairly easily. It's not ideal, but he gets off the gas a little early. Thank you very much, appreciate it. Shouldn't be talking too much during these qualifying laps. That was way too deep. It's alright. Had a swift exit nonetheless. Right then, let's see how fast we actually went. I think this was the worst lap of them all. Alright. Alright. P3! Alright.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal. And it's make or break here at Albert Park, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996. And home to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have a Racing Point, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Sainz, Albon, Ricciardo, Norris and Pierre Gasly, Vettel, Perez, Esteban Ocon and Kvyat, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Kevin Magnussen and Antonio Giovinazzi, Latifi and George Russell ends our grid lineup. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
And get this Grand Prix underway, we will. Yeah, we're gonna do a one stop. That's what I thought I was gonna do. Anyway, one stop, pitting on lap 9. If we go down on the fuel, we take about 1 lap of extra fuel with us. Yeah, P3. It's alright. I thought we're gonna be down to around 6th or 7th maybe, but no. Nobody set a quicker time than me, except for 2 Mercedes-Benz cars just there, so 3 Mercedes-powered machines on the top 3 starting positions. Obviously, if you look at the car we drive today and look at the 2019 Mercedes, it's really 3 Mercedes in the top 3. Let's go racing. Lights been on a long time, but they're out now and we are racing the Australian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton looking for his record tying 7th World Championship, locks up into the first corner. He starts on the medium tires. Almost an accident there with me. Trying to look for Nico Hülkenberg's first F1 podium. That was really aggressive. Maybe too aggressive. We make it work somehow. Trying to find my rhythm here. I'm completely offline through this whole sequence of corners. Valtteri Bottas leads. We weasel our way with elbows out into 2nd place of this Grand Prix. Let's get on some rich mix and try to... I don't think there's anyone catching the Mercedes cars. They're just too quick. Take out the ball out there. Try to maybe put some distance between me and Lewis Hamilton, who is on the slower tire. I think that's what we need to do now. I mean, looking for Nico Hülkenberg's first podium in Formula 1. He scored it in real life a couple of weeks ago at the British Grand Prix. But this game was 5 years ago. Hasn't had a podium in his career, so this is probably arguably the best car that he's ever driven, the Racing Point of 2020. So now having a full season in it, I think, you know, we got a good shot of scoring a podium, but I'm quite faster on Albert Park here, so we'll be surprised if we score it today. Oh, Kimi Raikkonen out of the race. I think that was an engine failure for him. First car not in this Grand Prix anymore, and it's 2007 World Champion. His Alfa Romeo out after just 3.5 laps of competition, really. Little race update. 5 laps completed on lap 6 now. 2.5 seconds the gap to the car ahead, which is still Valtteri Bottas. His teammate Lewis Hamilton is in 3rd, almost 4.5 seconds behind now. Kimi Raikkonen's out, and You know, we're logging in laps in P2. So far so good. Can't complain. Max Verstappen struggling to get past Lewis Hamilton. I would say he's got the faster car with the... Considering he's on the faster compound of tires, but he's struggling. And Carlos Sainz is leading the Sainz train in 5th position at the moment. To be honest, we're gonna come in at the end of next lap. So far it's been really uneventful. I mean, we drove out a 10-second gap to 5th place already. 4.5 seconds to Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen still not able to go past. I mean, I can start to feel the tire grip go away by now, but it's to be expected. But so far so good. I mean, you know, it's a bit uneventful there, you can see. Max Verstappen on pit lane. You can see atop your screen. You can see the message that we were going to pit as well. Carlos Sainz also down the pit lane. So Daniel Ricciardo and Alexander Albon taking over 4th and 5th positions. Ricciardo obviously having his home race in his 2nd year with the Renault. Lewis Hamilton stays out. Obviously, he can go longer on the medium tires. As our tires go on, green light, 3-second stop. I could have been a bit quicker, but you know, take what you can get, I guess. And we actually don't come on in traffic, so that's alright. Hello German Sebastian Vettel is the next car up ahead. No, it's actually Valtteri Bottas, obviously, because he came in earlier than us. Or ahead of us. You know. 20 laps to go. Yeah, a bit uneventful, to be honest, so far. Teammate Sergio Perez is running 2nd right now. Still on the tires he started on. I don't know if he also is going for a one-stopper, but maybe extending the softs to try to make it a soft-medium strategy. Which I'm convinced wouldn't work. But, you know, maybe he knows something I don't. He's kind of known to take care of his tires, so maybe that's what he is doing, using his signature tire conservation skills. But interesting strategy so far. Lewis Hamilton also still out, obviously. As I said, oh no, Sergio's coming in. Anyway, he probably just extended the softs, and we'll probably go to hard tires. I at least hope so. Oh, he actually went to the mediums. Okay, maybe he actually does try to take the mediums to the end. Alright. Lewis Hamilton on pit lane. Relinquishes the lead to his teammate Valtteri Bottas. He's gone onto the hard tire, so one stop out of Hamilton as well. As we pass him to retake 2nd position. Still have about the same gap, 4 and a bit seconds. But now that we're on the same tires, and we will drive the race to the end on that compound of tires to see what you know, he can do. Can he catch us? I would say so. And there's a yellow flag. Is that Lewis Hamilton? That is Lewis Hamilton. Look on the mini-map. I think his engine just gave out. Lewis Hamilton is out of the race, and the virtual safety car is out. Lewis Hamilton, the reigning world champion, out of the Australian Grand Prix. Let's get that delta positive, and we are back on the way. So 18 cars left in this race. And Lewis Hamilton is out. And that, I will say, pretty much secures as a podium as Max Verstappen. He has to make one more pit stop, and he is down to pit lane. As well as Charles Leclerc. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. These guys behind me, they have to make another pit stop. Yes, Max was on the soft tires, but he wasn't going to make the race to the end. So, as we go a bit of gardening, yeah. pretty much secures me a podium, unless there's a full safety car and I throw it in the wall or something, but this race so far has gone really well for us. Just set my fastest lap at 125 flat and brought the gap down to Valtteri Bottas by about half a second. Don't know where the pace come from. Maybe Valtteri's just conserving a bit, but I've been pushing a bit, to be honest. I want to see how quick I can go. But I don't think... Yeah, to be honest, the race win is really out of the question. If you think about it, Valtteri, I think on average, is about a half a second quicker than me. Because he's driving a rocket ship from Stuttgart. And I'm just driving last year's rocket ship from Stuttgart. Which isn't as quick as this year's rocket ship, so, you know. We are fairly quick, but unless we outdevelop Mercedes or come close to them, I don't think we'll be scoring wins this season. Regular podiums, I think that's realistic. I'm guessing we can get about 5 to 6 podium finishes, or I could get 5 to 6 podium finishes this year. I think that's a realistic goal. And the first step towards that should be set here, as we got 9 laps to go to cross the line this time by. And 15 seconds to Alexander Albon, 17.5 to Lando Norris behind. And we don't have to stop again. It's looking mighty good. Improved our time again. With 5 to go. To a 1:24.9. Almost 20 seconds of a gap to Alex Albon in third. And the problem is, I thought I just had was maybe I could pit for soft tires and try the fastest lap. Now the problem is we got 20 seconds, almost 20 seconds to Alex. That isn't enough to go down the pit lane and get ourselves a new set of soft tires and try for the fastest lap. Because we would lose a position, and if I wouldn't lose a position, if I had like 25 or 26 seconds to Albon, I would come down on lap 27 and try to set the fastest lap. But don't think we are in that window where we could try such things. Because I think if I went down now and, you know, conserved some overtake, some energy in the battery storage, we got enough fuel to do plenty of laps on rich mix. Bolt on some new softs cars, quite light. I think I could take the fast lap, but I don't want to risk it losing a second position here, so we're just gonna drive it home in second, I'm guessing. There's a lap car. That's a Williams. Didn't see who that was, but he's a lap down. As we close in on the final couple of corners of this race, it's gonna be a weekend of firsts, to be honest. Valtteri Bottas will pick up his second straight win at the Australian Grand Prix, but Nico Hülkenberg will pick up his first podium in Formula 1, coming home second as we just round these next 2 corners. It's going to be the first podium for Racing Point as well, and Alexander Albon will also, bar nothing happens, take home his first podium as a Formula 1 driver. Valtteri Bottas wins. We capture the first podium for Nico Hülkenberg. P2, sensational result here, I'd say. Great one, I appreciate that a lot, team. Great car. Sergio Perez gets the driver of the day. See where he comes home. Somewhere in the points, I'm assuming. There's Toto Wolff. Happy after his other car is out of the race that his other car, Valtteri Bottas, has won this one. As I just have to hydrate there with some BWT carbonated water or something. Ah, that was good. Bit uneventful for me personally, but you know,
drivers starting to approach the podium.
We take the podium.
Celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Well then, that's the end of the race. Second place, Lando Norris gets 4th. Then we got Daniel Ricciardo, my teammate Sergio Perez from 12th. Comes home in 6th position. Esteban Ocon. Then we got the 2 Ferrari, Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc. Leclerc drops a lot of positions here, started 5th. And Daniel Kvyat rounds out the point-scoring positions in his AlphaTauri. The World Championship standings are the same as for the race results. Max Verstappen actually took home the point for the fastest lap. He only finishes disappointing 12th, so no points on the board. Quick look at the Constructors. We are actually the Constructors Championship leaders with 1 point ahead of Mercedes-Benz. Obviously, Valtteri scoring the lone 25 points there. And me and Checo scoring 26. Combined, Renault, Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari and AlphaTauri, your point scorers in that championship. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode. See you out for the Bahrain Grand Prix next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.